Hi, by the title of this video, you already know what time it is. We are doing our monthly digest of everything that I applied for during the month of March. Now, it's not a lot right now. It's not a lot because March threw me a curveball, girl. March threw me a curveball. I was down bad. I had got my wisdom teeth removed and it's been a rough recovery. And so there were like 2 weeks in there that I was like completely immobile. And then on top of that, just like trying to get myself situated, just getting on top of like my health, like that was my priority. And so I didn't really apply to that many things this month, or last month. But I am still wanting to share everything that was on my radar, everything that was on my radar for the month of March. Oh, by the way, if you're new around here, hi. Sorry, I was on my phone for a second. That was very rude of me. Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm a storyteller. I'm multidisciplinary, multimedia, multi-hyphenate storyteller. I'm a photographer. I am an artist. I am a person of the people, and I'm a people of the person. Okay, and I am always on the lookout for funding to fund my creative projects, to fund the crazy ideas that I have in my head. And so I'm always searching. I'm always on the lookout for opportunities to share my work, opportunities to receive grant funding for the things that I do. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm a strong believer in investing in yourself and being your number one angel investor, but also you do not have to overcompensate to fund your creative projects when there are opportunities out there. There are grants out there. There is like literally government funding, state funding set aside to support artists in their creative ventures. There is I was going to say something else. There are, for example, philanthropic organizations that set out a budget to support artists in their endeavors, and just like generally organizations who have just a tiny little goal pot to be able to extend to artists. And so I am a strong believer of like, I'm not gonna let the people dictate whether or not I carry out my project. I'm gonna be my first investor, but if there's a way to get some money coming in, why would you say no to money, girl? Hello. All right, let's get into it. Um, let's I had shared that I applied for the material needs grant to support getting materials for my Traces of a Year project. My Traces of a Year project is a project where this is me trying to maintain eye contact with you. Nah, don't forget. Oh, I dropped stuff. But it's a year-long project where I I take a photo a day on my Fujifilm Instax Mini 41. This is yesterday's photo. It's so pretty. I did laundry and I did not realize how much I'm in my striped shirt era. Like, is everything okay? And it was like so cute. But yeah, I take a photo of the day, and I want to put it into an installation. And so I applied for a grant to support that, and they said no, thank you. And I said, okay, no worries, no worries. They're definitely more traditional. So this is out of the way for them, outside the box for them. And I was like, no, totally understandable. I vented about it on here a couple of times. Go find the videos if you're so inclined. I'll put it in the description box for y'all if y'all want the tea. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the one that I was really banging for. The I applied for an artist residency in the Berkshires, and they were like, no, thank you. That one as well. I think like again, rejection is redirection. That is the mindset that you have to have. There's a reason why you didn't get that thing, because the thing that's yours, like it has to come to you. Nobody else can have it. You understand me? The thing that is for you, nobody else can interject. Nobody can lie and say that it's you and it ain't you. Like it has to come into your pocket. And so there has to be a reason. And so I think the insight that I really got from the month of March is that I was trying to be like the not the chosen one, but like the different one and spaces that clearly say and show this is who we are, this is what we do. You know what I mean? But I'm like, but like this is so I said of Bucks is very innovative. These people don't want to be innovative. Let them be what they let them be what they be. Let them do what they want to do. Like they work with artists within a specific medium. And I believe they predominantly work with painters, if I'm not mistaken. They predominantly work with painters, and I believe there was a photographer. Like there was like one or two photographers in there. And so here I am trying to bring this photography project to them, and they're like, "This is not within our scope," you know. But also, hey, it's mixed feelings. You belong in every room, yes, but also, would you want to be in a room that doesn't have the capacity to carry yourself and all of who you are? And so God wants you to be in a room that's this size, but you want to be in a room at this size. And so you take yourself from this and you shrink and you mold and you shape and you shift and you dim yourself down so you can fit into this box. You know what I mean? That was the lesson from the month of March. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it. I'm figuring it out. And so that's kind of like been my perspective, instead of like, oh, they're rejecting me, they don't see me. It's like, actually, no, you're trying to do something that's innovative. You're trying to do something that's very different. And these people just don't have the capacity for it right now. And that you don't have to be okay with that. Be sad about it, be down about it, but you're gonna have to be good. Because I really wanted to do this residency next year. I was like, this is like my farewell to America. I was in my head about it. You know, when you're like, when you're hopeful. I'm a hopeful girl. I'm a lover girl. I'm a dreamer girl. And so I was like, oh, this is my farewell to America. I would do the residency in the summer of 2027. I would do it around my birthday. And then I'm like, sayonara, peace. I'm out. I'm moving to, okay. That didn't work out. And then okay, so that I heard back from them, and they were like, no, thank you. At the start of the month, I did do the where are you the Leica gallery photo share. I I got the opportunity to share my work as part of the A Yellow Rose project, which is on the ratification of the 19th Amendment. And it was just so cool. It was really, really cool. I got to just be in an amazing room and sit in conversation with amazing women who are doing great work, through photography, advocating for others, speaking up for others. That was really, really cool to be part of. And I'm looking forward to attending so many more of their events coming up, and keeping an eye out for future creative opportunities to share my work, to be in creative community. I'm definitely just going to be hanging out there a lot. Speaking of which, I saw that they're doing a photo share. If you go to my video talking about, oh, what's the title of it? I don't remember. I don't remember my title of that video. But I put them in the title. I put like a Gallery Boston in the title. But I fell in love with one of their cameras, y'all. It's a point and shoot, girl. It's like a $8,000 point and shoot camera. I know, just hear me out. And they're doing a trade in old gear, and you get a stipend that goes towards stuff. And the way I'm like willing to sell everything I own. Can I bring my journals too, please? I'll sell my phone. I'll give y'all everything because I want that camera. I want that camera so bad, you guys. I know. So they're having a trade-in event. They have photo share events. They have open calls. Like, they're really, really great. If you have a Leica gallery in your city, get involved with them. Get involved with them. They have really great community spaces, and the curator there told me that that's kind of like how all their stores are. They have like a community and event space where they try to reach out to connect with artists as much as possible, you know. So like that's definitely like a relationship I want to intentionally nurture more of this year, slash this month. I want to, I'm still thinking about the trade, whatever, you know, like trade gear thing. That's next week. I will not give them everything I own. That's next Saturday. I will not. Why would I? Girl, I just bought a new camera and I don't really like it for it. And I spent like 2K on it. So that's something. And I have a couple of other cameras. I can get like at least 4 or 5K off of that price tag. I'm gonna email her. I'm gonna email her. This is, we're not here to talk about gear. Focus. Okay. And then Next Haven residency was on my radar. I didn't apply for it. I missed that deadline because it was between that and a Leica, and I just like I had a lot going on, so I said I didn't. But if put it on your radar, Next Haven, it's NXT HVN. It's in Connecticut. They do really really cool work. Titus, I believe, is the name of the that's his residency program. Really really cool people. Um, I literally was just so overwhelmed. I had just applied for so many other things and I accidentally missed the deadline and I was like, well, everything happens for a reason. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out for their programming. I'm gonna keep an eye out for like what they have going on, and then like if I can make it out to, I'm like not too far from Connecticut, so if anything that I can make it out to, I believe it's in New Haven, I will do that. Okay. I really was aiming to pitch my project to a local gallery in the month of March, but as I said, I was down bad. And so I will do that this month. Please, Lynn. But I need to get on their calendar as soon as possible because their calendars fill up so quick. And so I'm doing a public art photo project where it's like a community curated photo project where, but essentially like the biggest part of it for me is that I want it to be at multiple different locations so that people can walk from one place to another, and it's like it's so perfect. It's like one street in my city where the galleries are here. You walk down a little bit and the library is right here, and then you walk back down a little bit and the YWCA is there. I have a relationship with YWCA. I can figure out how to get on the library's radar, but this gallery, because their space fills up so quickly, I need to get on the calendar as soon as possible. And it's like no fee, no charge, no nothing. I just have to get my things together. And I have not started working on this project at all. So that's going to be the focus for, what's the month that we're in right now? April. Okay. I missed another, I'm telling you, I didn't apply for anything this month, okay? But hey, these are the things that were on my radar, right? I missed another show. Oh, before we get into it, Kindred that I have submitted my work for last month. My work is in the show. I haven't posted about it. Well, when you go on my Instagram, you'll see that I post about it. But I am a member of a gallery, and I try to submit my work to as many shows that I feel aligned to as possible. And one show that I recently, that I currently actually have my work featured in, is Kindred, which is in partnership with the Fitchburg Art Museum, and it explores like familial relationships, family stuff. And the piece that I submitted for it was My Sister's Keeper, which is a photograph that I captured of these two sisters. And so that's the work that's currently in the show. And then there was another one that I missed the deadline for because that's literally around when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. But yeah, Kendra was really, really cool. The opening was nice. It was literally 2 days after I got my wisdom teeth removed. Like, I was still bleeding. I was still swollen. But I showed up for myself, child. And the girls who I captured in that photo, they got to see the work. A couple people went out to see the work. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. So that felt really, really good that I was able to be part of that show and to share their story. Okay. They had another one that gallery, they have like a youth program called Future Art Workers. And so like where they like mentor high school students who would like to see what a career in the arts can look like. They're like curating their first show, and I really was excited to put something for it, but I'm sorry. I was fighting for my life. I was like, I couldn't move for like a week. Like, my brain didn't work. The drugs never wore off for a week. I just couldn't move. And then the following week, yeah, it's just been rough. All right. And then something else that a friend put on my radar. It's like a open photography call for South by Southwest, and I wish I wish. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Shout out Alfred for putting me on, but girl, I was fighting for my life. All right. And then my city also had a neighborhood arts creative grant and I missed it. Oh my gosh. That's the one because like I already got funding for my public art project, but like this would have been a nice buffer for us to be able to do more things. Maybe to have like a documentary that goes along with the project, to have like to give back to the community in some way. And I was really excited to apply for that, but again, I was down bad. I was down bad. Um, so those are all of the things that I did not apply for this month. But what do we get? We have Kindred. I have my work in a show right now up until actually that's a good point. I don't know how long it's up for. How long it's up for. If you're in Massachusetts, if you're in Worcester, check out the Arts Worcester website for details to see the show, to see my work in the show. But I have my work in one show, and I got to share my work with the Leica, amazing Leica people, and I've built great relationships with the amazing women who are like behind the scenes who have done amazing work. And so that is the month of March, y'all. Through and through, that is the month of March. And then there's a one more thing, is a gallery, gallery 363 263 in Cambridge. I just put a note to like remind myself if they announce their residency, but I didn't apply for I didn't apply for it. I don't know if it's out yet, and I haven't applied for it, and I didn't fill out their proposal for exhibition because I realized that they were asking exhibition proposals for April through May or June. So it's like I would have to show something soon, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pitch y'all a whole new thing. Let me just keep working on what I'm working on. Let me keep doing what I'm doing, and then if there's something that comes up, wonderful, you know. So yeah, that's these are the things that were on my radar this month. I also wanted to share that I'm also looking for a job. So I'm looking for a new job, and preferably something that is like fully remote, that allows me to dig deeper into my strategy work. I think I'm getting up there, y'all. I'm getting up there. So I started in photography, started in marketing, social media, specifically, and then work my way up to do a little bit more like engagement, and then now working my way up to strategy. And so those are the type of roles that I'm keeping an eye out for. But yeah, I'm applying for a job. So I applied for one job on March 31st. So that was the last thing that I did in March. So yeah, y'all want transparency? There it is. But yeah, I feel good. I feel really, really good about the things that are on my radar. I feel really good about the things that I got. I'm not super worried about the things I didn't get because, again, rejection is redirection. You didn't get the opportunity for a reason. There's something going on that I didn't see. There's a reason why I didn't get it, and that's okay because I don't want to shrink myself to fit into any space, really. Okay, so that was March. April right now is not looking at anything because I haven't had anything on my radar. The only thing that I need to do is I really need to reach out to that gallery. I just need to get on the calendar. It's free to host your exhibition in there. Just get on the calendar, Lynn. Okay, so these are all the things these are all of the things. Okay, I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm in a good place. I'm not in a rush. I'm not overcompensating to be in any room, in any space. I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting my vision. I'm trusting the things that I'm already working on. And then I'm trusting that God will give me the right creative partners to help me carry this vision. All right. So yeah, that's it for me. Please let me know if you have any questions, and also please share down below what you applied for. Did you apply for anything creative? Are you looking for any grants, any opportunities? I would be happy to share some more resources. I'm definitely going to be making a video on where I find these things that I'm applying for, how I find them, and how I've trained my Instagram feed to literally feed me open calls at all times. And so I can definitely talk about that in another video. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. All right, I hope you got something from this video. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.